Hey guys, just a little advice. The holidays are coming up, wintertime's about here. You know, every year you always end up having house fires, people dying over house fires, losing their life, losing their kids, losing everything they've got because of a house fire. There's a few things you can do now that will protect you later. Something as simple as a smoke detector. And if that smoke detector's beeping, then it needs a new battery. And go around and once a year, once every 6 months is what I do. Test your smoke detector. That's all you gotta do is push the button. If it's beeping, change the battery. Most of them take a 9-volt battery. That's all you gotta do. And you would really be surprised how many lives that saves a year. Another thing is the carbon monoxide detector. All you gotta do is push the button to test it. That's it. And this really comes in handy if you lose power and you're using kerosene for heat, or if you're using propane for heat. Those kind of things come in handy. A few years ago, a buddy of mine was cutting his grass and he left the mower running, got off, was picking up some stuff, and when he cut the mower off, he heard his carbon monoxide detector going off in the house. And it was because where he was so close to the house at the lawnmower, the fumes were coming inside. And, it set off his carbon monoxide detector. Another thing you can do, which I would suggest, is a fire extinguisher. ABC rated fire extinguisher. This is probably one of the best things you can have in your house. I have 3 of the same size in my house, and it has a gauge on it. And the gauge you can see is in the green, which means it's good. And you really need to have one on hand, because the biggest places that the fires start is in the kitchen and with your heating system, because your heating system's working overtime in the winter. And for those who have never seen or used a fire extinguisher, it's not hard. All you gotta do is pop the hose loose, pull the pin, aim the hose at the bottom of the fire, and squeeze the handle and sweep back and forth, and it will put the fire out. And it may save your home, it may save your family. I check them every 6 months to make sure they're good. I check the carbon monoxide detectors every 6 months to make sure they're good. I check the smoke detectors every 6 months to make sure they're good. And another thing I do is I check the outlets about once a year. I've got a tester that makes sure that they're operating properly, because a lot of times you will plug your cell phone charger into them and they will overheat and burn a wire up, and that wire can start a fire just as quickly behind your wall as anything else. So, this holiday season, make it more enjoyable for everybody. The economy's in the toilet, it sucks. I understand that. But the biggest thing about the holidays is your family, and that's the most important thing. So, do what it takes to take care of them, and take just a few minor steps. You know, keep a few supplies on hand. Be prepared if the power goes out with alternative heat, flashlights, batteries, that kind of thing. And just have a wonderful holiday.